Our first speaker is Amy, who will share how she embraces imperfections and pursues growth. Please welcome Amy Xu to the stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Amy. Today, I'm not here to give a talk. I'm here to launch something. The two systems inside me. It all started at a figure skating competition last year. When my name stopped at 4th place, a voice suddenly appeared inside me. Alert, not top 3. Training input-output ratio too low. Recommendation: increase workload, improve stability. At the same time, another voice popped up. You landed your single axel, and you got a ticket to a bigger show. These two voices started arguing in my head. I just froze and wondered, do I have two different Amy's inside me? It seems yes. One of them is Amy. She is a little slow, a little relaxed. She cares about how things feel and remembers all these small, happy moments. The other one is AI, with an extra I for intelligence. She's like a tiny elf inside me, always rushing, analyzing, comparing, calculating. Having realized that, I tried to be a little researcher. I started observing them, trying to understand how do these two systems actually work. And today, I want to share what I found with you. Performance test 1: efficiency and emotions. The first performance test I wrote down about was choosing music for my figure skating program. As soon as I turned on the speaker, both Amy and Amy woke up. Amy took charge. Analyze data, find song with perfect beat, 4 jumps. The one judges will remember. Her goal: find the right song. But Amy, she just said, listen. She asked me to look for a feeling, that tiny moment when the music starts, and I feel a little shiver when I can suddenly see myself gliding on the ice. So I put on my headphones. For days, sometimes a whole afternoon, I feel like walking in an autumn forest, slowly searching for special leaves. Slow, but every time made my heart beat faster. Amy sighed. Oh, this is so inefficient. But my heart was beating faster with every new discovery. That was my first system update. Amy chases the finish line. Amy, however, enjoys every step along the way. Performance test 2: control and connection. The second test case was a synchronized skating competition. There were 12 of us. Some were good at jumps, some at splits. But synchronized skating is all about moving as one. And for atomic hours, we kind of mostly on, that was really hard. We didn't grow up training together. We didn't move the same way. We didn't even have proper training time to squeeze practice in between homework. Our team was honestly a mess. Amy was panicking. Not enough practice, too many variables. Control impossible. But On the ice, holding hands, something changed. We stopped being 12 separate skaters. We became one breathing shape. I felt a teeny nervous sweat on my left hand, a steady strain on my right. One bronze, not gold. But the feeling wasn't about the medal. As we hugged and high-fived, Amy whispered to me, "See? Alone can be perfect. But together can actually become magic." AI cares about precision and control. But Amy, she helped me feel something else. There's the warmth of being connected. And that is a kind of reward that no calculation can ever give. Performance test 3: Idea and Involvement. The third test case, and the most complex one so far, was our RE environmental team. Every year, our school holds a big charity sale. It's fun and it's lively, but afterward, a lot of unsold clothes left behind. One day, my mom said, "So many leftover t-shirts every year. Such a waste to throw them away." I had a silly idea. What if we turn them into eco bags? AI instantly vetoed it. No credit, no pay, huge time cost. Conclusion, not worth it. Even Amy hesitated. Maybe just start small? I shared the 3-minute action idea. I put a donation box in our school lobby. And a miracle happened. That box became a magnet for eco bags. At first, only a few classmates came to drop off the finished bags. Later, every day, classmates will come tapping over, happily putting in the creations. 1 day, 2 days, 3. In the end, we actually created a small mountain of eco bags. That 3-minute action idea told me. When we plant a seed of kindness and give it a simple call to action, you never know what kind of forest you might grow. And one day, those pieces of city waste stood on the stage of Shanghai Climate Week as glowing artworks. Lights were shining on them, and the things that used to be thrown away. Both Amy and Amy were surprised. A simple idea, maybe even a silly one, with no perfect plan, no fancy slides, just honestly sure, somehow connected so many people. Like small streams coming together into a river. We made something none of us could make alone. And somewhere along the way, I realized it wasn't just the project growing, my systems were upgrading too. AI finally understood. A silly idea plus a shared why is the most powerful algorithm of all. It doesn't just compute output, it builds connection. Performance test final, logic, and love. Not long after my system's upgrade, I was invited to perform at a United Nations charity event. At that event, I was just a tiny little role, so small that you could barely find me in a photo. I know, for AI, this was a terrible deal, but I still trust though. The performance went smoothly. At the final bow, I'm getting ready to slip away quietly, just like an unnoticed extra in the background. And then someone walked up to me. It was Tan Yuanyuan, the first Chinese principal ballet dancer of San Francisco Ballet, a world-class artist, and my idol since the very first day I started ballet and figure skating. She walked up to me and said, "You skated well. Keep going. To see you on bigger stages in the future." I was so overwhelmed with excitement. I nodded vigorously, my heart beating so fast I could almost hear it. Then the music rose, and performers from all around the stage began gathering toward the center. I followed the crowd, following my idol. And then I found myself standing among world championships and top artists. I was no longer just part of the background. I was sharing the same spotlight, the same final moment with people I had only seen on TV screens that were next to me. For that one moment, I didn't feel small at all. Amy showed up, whispering in my mind, "This is the gift you get when you give yourself fully to something you love." Meanwhile, my AI system was completely overwhelmed. For a few minutes, she didn't say anything. It felt like her whole system just paused. No alerts, no calculations, just silence. Of course, this wasn't in Irani's calculations. I could almost see a loading circle spinning above her head, like she was trying to process something she had never seen before. And then, slowly, she came back online. I watched as she added a new line to her system. Revised conclusion: when she follows her heart and fully commits to return infinite. So, this is the end of my launch event. As a 9-year-old, what I'm showing today is just version 1.0 of my two systems. In this version, Ayani, she's still here. She helps me train smarter and plan better. But Amy, she is in charge. She reminds me why I train and what I love. They work together now. Ayani gives me thrust to take off. Amy, on the other hand, gives me a sky worth flying for. So, if you ever hear these two voices in your head, one of logic, one of heart, don't ignore one, don't delete one. Listen to both, because the world will always give you optimized shortcuts, but only your own heart can give you a story worth living. We are not algorithms to be perfected. We are stories to be lived. And this is the first chapter of mine. Thank you.